Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing? Let me get to the live chat. Say hello to everyone. Samara, good morning. Good to see you. Colleen, Melanie, Christina, good morning. Cheryl T, good to see you. Shine on, Sapphire. Remy, good morning. Good to see you. Cement Shoes, Mike, Vicky. How's everyone doing this morning? Oh my gosh, it is a beautiful day outside. It was beautiful outside yesterday too. So I'm not going to be on too long this morning. We'll try to do an hour. We may get interrupted. My mother-in-law is going to drop me off some medicine for my tummy. But anyhow, we're going to talk about El Chapo this morning because his wife was arrested at Dulles International Airport in Virginia. So we're going to talk about that. I was reading up about El Chapo this morning, and he got into the drug business when he was like 15 years old. Yeah, it's really interesting reading about him. Anyways, he's married to this beautiful beauty queen. Yeah, she's won like beauty contest down in Mexico. She was like the coffee queen. And she won something else. I can't remember because I couldn't pronounce the name. And also, we're going to talk about a 14-year-old girl who stabbed her sister to death early Monday morning. It was around like 1 a.m. So it'd been like yesterday morning. She stabbed her disabled sister to death, her older sister. We're going to talk about that. They have released her name and photo because she is charged as an adult. But anyhow. How you doing, faithful one? I couldn't remember if I said hi to you because I was running my mouth as usual. Before we get started on that, I can't believe how beautiful it is outside. For real. I hope spring is on its way because I just hate it. I like the snow. I prayed for snow at Christmas. Please remind me to never do that again because it snowed like almost every day since then, up until like the last few days. I'm serious. Every day since Christmas, all but a few days, we have had snow on the ground or freaking ice. No joke. Anyways, I'm enjoying the weather. I'm tired of the snow because of my farm animals, you know. I keep them warm best I can, though. The chickens have a heater in their coop, and Annabelle, she's got plenty of bedding. We got her all insulated up, her little shed, her little apartment. Anyhow, ready for spring. And then when spring comes, and then summer comes, y'all, I'll be bitching about how hot it is. I'll be ready for fall time. Wait till y'all see El Chapo's wife. Hell, y'all may know what she looks like. I didn't know this. She is beautiful. Her name is, let me see, it's Emma Coronel Aispuro. Aispuro, that's how you say it. Okay, she was arrested, I believe it was yesterday, on conspiracy to distribute cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, marijuana to import to the United States. Now, she holds a dual citizenship in the United States and Mexico. She's also alleged to have helped El Chapo escape from prison in 2015. You know what El Chapo means? It's slang for shorty. Yeah, because he's like, El Chapo's like a little short man. I'm short too. So let's read this. Okay, the wife of the jailed drug kingpin, El Chapo, was arrested Monday at Dulles International Airport in Virginia. Emma Coronel Aispuro, 31, is charged with conspiracy to distribute cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, and marijuana to import into the United States. Okay, it just goes on to say that, she holds a dual citizenship. She is also alleged to have helped her husband escape from prison in 2015 and to have been planning another escape after his rearrest and before he was extradited to the United States in 2017. El Chapo was sentenced to life in prison in 2019 when a jury convicted him for his role as a leader in the Sinaloa, I think it's how you say it, cartel, the Justice Department said. Okay, the Department of Justice said that Emma has been charged with one count of conspiracy to distribute a kilogram or more of heroin, 5 kilos or more of cocaine, 1,000 kilos or more of marijuana, and 500 grams or more of methamphetamines to distribute into the U.S. She is expected to be in court on Tuesday through a video conference. Um, Emma, often called El Chapo's beauty queen wife, was voted coffee and I can't say this name, something queen in Mexico in 2007 after hundreds of gunmen on motorcycles flooded the town of Durango, followed by El Chapo himself, who hosted a lavish party and announced his intention to marry her, according to the Daily Beast. Her father was a rancher, an El Chapo deputy, who was sanctioned by the Department of the Treasury in 2013 under the Foreign Narcotics Kingpin designation. So I think that her father actually worked for El Chapo. That's what I gathered from this. I cannot believe, well, she probably didn't have any choice but to marry him. I mean, he is a mean, mean person. I think he was like good to like the people from his village and stuff. But if you crossed him, you was done in for. He'd kill you. Let me go over to the chat here. I get confused with temps here, low 40s yesterday. Oh, yeah. Let's see what else we can find about El Chapo's little woman here. I wish I'd looked up that name. Okay. Let's go look. There's some more stories in the news too. There is a horrific story. I think it's from Australia. I didn't put it in my title, but we're going to take a look at it after we talk about that 14-year-old girl. Okay. Here's one from 1 hour ago. Let's look at this. This might have her mugshot. Oh, it don't show her whole face. Crap. It don't show her whole face. I was trying to find her mugshot here. Hold on 1 second. She's in a lot of trouble, but I'd say she has a lot of money. But they'll probably throw the book at her just because of who her husband is. Oh, here's a good one. It says, like a soap opera, the glamorous life of El Chapo's detained wife. Let's look at this. I always thought El Chapo meant like devil or something, and it actually means shorty. Okay. Emma Coronel Aispuro had a front row seat to El Chapo's high-stakes cat and mouse game with Mexican and U.S. agents hunting him down. I mean, she's beautiful. The arrest on drug trafficking charges of Emma Coronel Aispuro, a former beauty queen and wife of imprisoned drug lord, I think his name is Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, follows a telenovel-style life that straddled hyper-violent Mexican cartels, fame, and motherhood. Oh my God, does she have a child by him? Emma, 31, married young into infamy and had a front row seat to Guzman's high-stakes cat and mouse game with Mexican and U.S. agents hunting him down. A U.S.-Mexican dual national, Emma was arrested on Monday at Dulles International Airport and is due to appear in a U.S. District of Columbia court on Tuesday, charged with distributing cocaine, heroin, and other drugs. It says Emma caught the attention of Guzman, who is more than 3 decades her senior, when she was a teenage beauty queen. They married after she turned 18 in 2007 and had twin daughters, spending their entire married life with Guzman either in jail or on the run as the leader of the powerful Sinaloa cartel. Guzman is serving a life sentence in a U.S. jail. I've got wrote down how to pronounce that. It's Sinaloa cartel. Emma's fame soared during Guzman's 2019 trial in New York, where she became a media sensation with her designer outfits and the loyalty she showed her husband, even as prosecutors detailed how he kept a string of lovers. She even became a key character in the court drama when a former lieutenant of Guzman's alleged Emma played a pivotal role in her husband's Hollywood-style escape from prison in a mile-long tunnel burrowed under his jail cell shower in 2015. I read this morning that El Chapo is one of the first leaders of the cartel to come up with digging the tunnels. He came up with that idea to dig tunnels to get the drugs through across the border. That's how he got out of prison in Mexico. They dug a tunnel and got him out. They had planned another escape, but that didn't go through. They got caught or something planning it. She was allegedly involved in that too. And that glamorous lifestyle is not going to be too glamorous when you get cuffed and stuffed. For real. I mean, they might treat her better. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Hey, Shay. Shay, nice to see you. Okay. Anyhow, so let's move on past that. I just wanted to share that with y'all. That was an interesting article right there. Now we're going to talk about, let me get this pulled up. This 14-year-old girl who murdered her sister early Monday morning while her parents slept. 14-year-old girl, freshman. Let me get my papers here. I can't remember the town. It's in Pennsylvania. I think it's Manaheim, Pennsylvania. I mean, she butchered her sister. For real. Let me get some of these ads down. I'm going to screen share. We're going to play a video.
That high school freshman is locked up here, charged with the murder of her.
Oh, crap. Damn, it's playing us an ad. Damn it. What happened? Where's my volume? Hold on, guys. Let me go out of this and go back in it. The audio messed up. Damn technology. I hate this crap. I tried to mute the ad.
That high school freshman is locked up here, charged with the murder of her older sister, charged as an adult for a crime which she admitted to when she called police last night. According to court documents, when police arrived to the Miller family home on Clayton Road in Manheim Township just after 1 a.m., they were met by 14-year-old Claire Miller, covered in blood, who said repeatedly, "I stabbed my sister," before pointing officers to a bedroom.
That's an unusual occurrence just in and of itself.
Inside, police say they found 19-year-old Helen Miller, who was wheelchair-bound, with a large knife in her neck. Crews tried life-saving measures, but they were unsuccessful. Now investigators want to know what led up to the stabbing.
Looking for evidence and trying to come up with a timetable and whatever to help them, whatever they can find to help them understand what might have happened.
Officers believe the girl's parents were home but asleep when the stabbing took place.
My heart goes out to them, and I can't even begin to understand or imagine the pain that they feel at this moment.
So Claire was arraigned this morning on one count of homicide and is being held here without bail. Chief Rosinski says he doesn't know of any prior problems with the teenager. Investigators are now looking into her social media and technology profiles for clues. In Lancaster County, I'm Meredith Jorgensen, WGAL News 8.
Okay, I hope y'all could hear that. Let me pull up her other picture here. And we're going to talk about it. I got a little bit more details right down here. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm just wondering if she ever... Let me plug my mic back up or it'll mess my audio up. I'm just wondering if she had any behavioral problems. She must have had a lot of hatred and resentment towards her sister. Did she have to help take care of her sister where her sister was wheelchair bound? She resented her because of that. Maybe the parents showed the older sister. I have her name wrote down. I believe it is Helen. Yeah, it is. It's Helen Miller. She was 19 years old. The 14-year-old's name is Claire Miller, and she's a ninth grader. So her sister was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, the crime scene. When officers arrived, they did find blood outside in the snow. Claire had tried to wash her hands, it looked like, in the snow. She also had blood on her pants where she must have wiped her hands where they had blood on them on her pants. When they entered the house, she kept saying, "I stabbed my sister," and she pointed them to the bedroom where her sister was at. Her sister had a pillow over her face. It was hiding a large knife that was embedded in her neck just above her chest. She was laying on her back. Her hands were up near her head. They said that she was hysterical. Claire was hysterical, and she just kept repeating, "I stabbed my sister." And it says they charged her as an adult because murder is not considered a delinquent act in the state of Pennsylvania. So that's why she's being tried as an adult. We have got to follow this case, guys. It's like a freaking Lifetime movie. I mean, she must have attacked her sister in her sister must have been asleep when she attacked her. That's what I'm thinking. Her hands up above her head. She was probably trying to shield herself from the knife, is what I'm thinking. Let me look over at my chat here. See what y'all are saying. Oh my gosh, it's way behind here. Okay. Now, I know that they don't know why. They don't have a motive yet to why she's done this. Hey, Amelia. I'm too looking forward to spring. Oh, me too. Gosh, my like stuff is like way behind here. My chat. Let me refresh it because I got my YouTube pulled up, but it's muted. Okay. Now it's like way behind. Crazy that she was wheelchair bound and had little to no defense. Yeah, I'm assuming that because this happened like about it happened late at night. Police came like at 1 a.m., right around 1 a.m. I'm thinking that the older sister was in bed, from what it sounds like, because she had a pillow on her, so she wasn't in her chair. She couldn't get up and run. She couldn't do anything. Oh, I just love your peace sign, Amelia. Um, I'm wondering if, like, she had to help care for her sister, and maybe the parents might have showed favoritism towards the older sister where she was disabled, and maybe she resented her because of that. Yeah, maybe she's schizophrenic. I'm just really wondering if she's ever had any kind of behavioral problems, if she's ever been violent before. Just going to have to keep following it and find out those details. How one could ever just go into a rage and just go into your siblings or anyone's room and just start stabbing them to death. Lord, I'll never know. These cases blow my mind. I don't know what to say about it. Prayers for the family. Can you imagine that? One kid killing the other. We actually had something like this happen in my area. I believe it was 2015. It was before I got Skylar. Mark and I were actually in Florida caring for his uncle around this time. But in my hometown, there was a brother that shot the other brother and killed him right in front of the grandma and the mom. I can't remember. I think they were arguing over a video game or something. It was something stupid. But that family, every one of them was on drugs. Every one of them. The grandma was a pill popper. The mom is actually missing right now. They still haven't found her. Um, I don't think cops in my area are really looking for her because she has a history of being a drug addict, and that's sad. She was last seen at the Dollar General. She got a ride with someone, and no one has seen her since. It's crazy. I digress, though. Sorry. Okay, so we'll keep following that and prayers for that family. Let's see what else is going on in the news. Let's see about this 1-year-old girl. I saw something about this morning in Texas. They found a 1-year-old girl dead in a swimming pool. Her parents had reported her missing. I think they said they laid her down for a nap. Then I guess they couldn't find her. They called 911 before police arrived. They found the little girl in the swimming pool. Okay, 1-year-old girl reported missing is found dead in above ground pool hours after family put her down for a nap. Authorities in Texas are investigating the death of a 1-year-old girl who was found unresponsive in her family's above ground pool, according to the Houston Chronicle. The family reported the child missing at about 2:30 p.m. Monday. While Liberty County Sheriff's deputies were on the way to the home, the family reportedly found the toddler girl in the swimming pool. Emergency responders performed CPR, but the child could not be saved. The parents reportedly told deputies that they had put the child down for a nap earlier that day and that she was missing from her bed when they went to check on her 2 hours later. Initially, the parents believed the child had just walked away, the sheriff's office told the Houston Chronicle. The child's cause of death is pending a medical examination. That's sad. Prayers for the family. I'm trying not to be judgmental, but like when my son was napping, I always went and checked on him numerous times. Go peep, make sure he's okay and everything. That's just me. I'm a worrywart, though. I'm not saying they didn't do that, but the way this is written, it doesn't look like they did that. It says they put her down for a nap and then went to check on her 2 hours later. They didn't check on her for 2 hours? I'm trying not to be judgmental, but, I mean, I just find that strange. Okay, there is another case I wanted to share with y'all, and I'm going to tell you, it is horrific. It is from Australia, and these parents killed this kid by putting boiling hot water on her. Let me see if I can find it. It's so sad. So the kid didn't die right away. They let the child lie in pain and agony for days. When we get done talking about crime, I'll tell you about my diamond painting situation I got going on. Well, we will need to talk about something other than crime when I get through reading this, for real. I warn you, this is graphic. Father boils 2-year-old tot to death in scalding water after she soils her diaper. Mother helps cover for him. I'd have killed that son of a bitch. Damn sure wouldn't be. Damn. These people kill me. How could a mother cover up for someone doing that to her child? Parents who refused to seek medical help after their 2-year-old daughter was severely burned learned their fate last week during a hearing at the Supreme Court in Brisbane, Australia. Madeline Rose Ava Stokes passed away following second-degree burns from scalding water that left her in excruciating pain. She was taken to the Queensland's Children's Hospital in May 2017, with burns covering most of her body. She ultimately passed away from sepsis. On Friday, the child's father, Shane David Stokes, 33, pleaded guilty to grievous bodily harm, torture, and manslaughter. Madeline's mother, Nicole Betty Moore, 26, pleaded guilty to manslaughter and torture. Stokes held the toddler under scalding water, according to court documents, burning her backside, legs, buttocks, and groin. The couple failed to get medical help until 5 days later, when first responders discovered the child unconscious at her home in Northgate, Brisbane. She would have been in great misery and pain over that period of time, unable to walk, Crown Prosecutor Sarah Varden said during Friday's court hearing. Stokes' lawyer, Eon something Mac, told the court that the couple didn't realize at the time how serious the injuries were. Bullshit. I call bullshit to that. Varden argued that given the severity of the victim's injuries, it would have been obvious that she needed immediate medical assistance. Investigators said that Stokes changed his story several times when describing the incident. He initially said that he left the toddler and her sister in the bathtub alone, and then said he heard a scream and felt his daughter in a bedroom. He later said he ran hot water over the toddler after she soiled her diaper. It says nappy. I guess that means diaper. The injuries are consistent with Madeline being held in a standing position underwater in excess of 60 degrees Celsius for a period in excess of 30 seconds, court documents stated. Moore's attorney said Moore wasn't even present when the incident occurred. The attorney added that Moore thought her child might have burned Madeline Rose. She thought her other child might have burned Madeline Rose. Trying to blame an innocent child. Sick. I about got sick when I read this morning, for real. She never received any other story than that. She wanted to call an ambulance, and yes, she should have. That's what her attorney said. It was not done by malice or lack of caring. She was scared the child would be taken from her. Really? So you'd rather for her lay there and scream in agony, pain? This child suffered horribly for days before she was even found by first responders. Sepsis had set up in her and she passed away from that. They said she really, really suffered. This child was tortured. Phone records, however, showed that both defendants researched online how to treat burns at home and used aloe vera gel and bandages. They conducted online searches for days before calling authorities and telling them about the child's injuries. Further, an autopsy report indicated that the child had antidepressants in her system, the same kind prescribed to her father. The medication, according to the prosecution, was used to tranquilize the toddler. Both defendants later admitted that they lied to investigators about the date Madeline was injured. They claimed they were scared of getting in trouble. They only cared about themselves. They did not care about that poor sweet child. None at all. They was just scared they was going to get in trouble. Sick monsters. Justice David Jackson agreed with the prosecution and called the couple's behavior incomprehensible. He admonished the pair for never giving a truthful account of what happened to their daughter. It's horrifying to contemplate the suffering your daughter endured at your hands. None of it should have happened, Jackson said. Stokes was sentenced to 11 years behind bars, while Moore was sentenced to 9 years behind bars. This isn't the first time the pair have been convicted of harming their daughter. In 2015, the defendants were charged with child cruelty for failing to feed their daughter. The charge was ultimately reduced to failing to provide the necessities of life. Are you freaking kidding me? He got 11 years behind bars for torturing this baby. This child suffered for days, and she just got 9? This is bullcrap. They got a slap on the wrist for torturing this child. This child suffered in agony for days, and days excruciating pain. Pain you couldn't even imagine. Oh my gosh, bless her sweet bones. Let's look at her picture. How in the world could anyone do a child that way? Oh, it makes me sick. It makes me sick. It really does. I gotta take that down a minute. And catch my breath. Oh my gosh. That is sick. 11 years? He got 11 years for bullying his daughter to death, basically, is what he did. 11 years. Now, I don't know. I don't think Australia, they don't have the death penalty. Yes, they get a second chance to abuse children, abuse someone vulnerable or animal. Yes, it is sick. How could any mother allow someone to do something like that, not report it? She wasn't scared of him. Her ass was afraid of being cuffed and stuffed. They both were. They'd rather for that baby lie there and suffer than be arrested. Pieces of shit, cowards. Of course they would do something like that. Of course, I mean, if they're the type of people to torture a baby and basically boil it to death, of course they're not going to want to get in trouble. What am I thinking? I get all bumfuzzled on here, y'all. Especially when I read about these cases. I wasn't even going to talk about that this morning, but we need to bring awareness to monsters like this. They need to reform their child protective services agencies over there too, it looks like to me. Let's see, what else is going on? Mom fatally shoots 2 children in the head, calls police to the gruesome scene. Oh my gosh, this is in Pennsylvania too. The case where that 14-year-old killed her sister is in Pennsylvania. Also, what's going on in Pennsylvania? Let's look at this too, guys. Let me look at the chat a minute. I still enjoy true crime, but don't want to hear about the kids ever. I know it. I know it's immense use. I try to avoid the kids' cases, but I just can't. I just can't because, people need to know that there's monsters like this in the world. For real. We got to advocate for the kids. A lot of people just don't realize, normal people that don't follow true crime, or not normal people, but, people that don't follow true crime, they really don't realize how many kids are abused, tortured, and murdered. They really don't. Pennsylvania has scarred me since the Max Goldberg case. I'm not familiar with that case. What in the world is going on today? I don't know, Sunny Side Up. The world is full of freaking evil. I'm telling you. Let's look and see what this mom's done. Let's look at her picture. Okay. Mom fatally shoots 2 children in head, calls police to the gruesome scene. A 16-year-old is among the victims of the double homicide. Is this called Beaver County or Beaver County? I don't know. Let's see if I can pronounce her name. Crescenda Bright, 48, called the police to her home in Ambridge on Monday afternoon, led them inside, where responding officers found 2 children shot in the head. Jesus mercy. The coroner identified the victims to the Associated Press as Kiara Bright, 16, Jasmine Kennedy, I think, 22. Though a Facebook profile indicates the younger victim now goes by the name of Jeffrey Bright. Okay, it says the chief of police said the officers found a gruesome scene, though authorities have not revealed further details about the circumstances of the apparent double homicide. Crescenda Bright is reportedly being held without bond at the county jail, facing 2 homicide charges. I'm going to have to look up how to pronounce that county. Is it Beaver? Beaver? I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up. Police have not yet commented on a possible motive. Wow. Why would someone just shoot their kids in the head for? I mean, you could say mental illness. I don't know. It's beyond me. Freaking monsters, if you ask me. Monsters, weirdos. Oh, yeah. Since we've been talking about gruesome stuff, I want to share with y'all one of article about a dumb criminal. This guy faked his own kidnapping to get out of work. For real. Let me get it pulled up. This is freaking hilarious. What a dumbass. 19 years old. He worked at a tire factory. And he didn't want to go to work, so he faked his own kidnapping. I swear. I got to change the subject. Those kids cases was getting to me, especially having to, after I read that again about the little girl that was basically boiled to death. Okay, so here he is. Employee stages his own kidnapping to get out of work. And I just want to say he was fired from his job after this. It happened in Arizona. He was arrested Wednesday after he allegedly staged a kidnapping, his own, to avoid going to work. According to the Coolidge Examiner, police officers responded near the Coolidge Water Tower on February 10th, reportedly discovered Brandon Souls, 19, with his hands tied behind his back and a bandana and a belt stuffed in his mouth. Originally, Brandon claimed that 2 masked assailants kidnapped him, struck him in the head, knocked him unconscious. He reportedly also said the 2 men drove him in a vehicle before dumping him in the area where cops found him. However, an extensive investigation uncovered that Brandon fabricated the entire kidnapping story. Detectives reviewed surveillance footage and found no evidence of Brandon being assaulted or forced into a car in front of his home, according to KNXV and KASW. Brandon Souls was charged with false reporting to police. At the time of his arrest, he allegedly confessed to making up the kidnapping to get out of work. Brandon Souls was an employee of the tire factory. KNXV and KASW reported he was fired in light of his arrest. Why did he just call him freaking sick? What a loser. I know he's like young and dumb. I shouldn't call him a loser. He's like young and dumb, but like who would think to stage their own kidnapping to get out of freaking going to work? Hey, kid, you need to be thankful you even got a job. For real. The tire factory, that sounds like a pretty good job with benefits. I mean, hell, we're in a damn pandemic here. I think we're still in the pandemic, aren't we? But I mean, jobs. Some people would love to have a job. A lot of people's lost their jobs and stuff. Can't hardly make ends meet. Cheryl T, you couldn't say you had a cold, buddy? That's what I'm thinking. You know what, Cheryl? He's probably used up all of his damn sick days, if the truth's known. Yes, he worked for a tire factory, Amelia. You don't sound too work brickle to me, as my granny would say. Work brickle just means he don't like to work, I guess that flat tire excuse wouldn't have flown. Hey, Southern Mom. I hope it's warmed up in your neck of the woods. It's beautiful out here. He learned a lesson, hopefully. And hey, one of the world's dumbest criminals. Didn't he know it would be like a big deal? For someone to be kidnapped and police are going to investigate. They're going to go to your house, wherever you say you was kidnapped from, and they're going to see if there's any surveillance cameras around. And they're going to pull that surveillance camera. So they're going to know if you're lying or not. One of the world's dumbest criminals. I should have tried for that when I didn't want to go to high school. Oh my gosh. I once ran a cop, speaking of high school, I once ran a cop off the road one time. I was putting on lip gloss in my mirror driving. But thankfully, it was like on an old country road, and it was like a curvy road, and you had to drive slow, so it wasn't too bad. He just ran off the road a little bit. But let me tell you what I did. He's like, "What's your dad's phone number?" And I gave him the wrong number. He let me go. He was on his way home off his shift, right? He let me go, but I gave him the wrong phone number. He found the right phone number, and he called my dad and told on me. And he told my dad I gave him the wrong phone number. Yeah. I gave him the wrong phone number because I wasn't supposed to be in that area that morning. I was going to pick up one of my little boyfriends and to give him a ride to school, right? I wasn't supposed to, though. I was supposed to just went to school because my dad didn't like me driving on that road. But anyways, that's what happened. Didn't you know that they're still going to be telling that story every Thanksgiving about how stupid Billy was because he couldn't just say he had a code to get out of work? I know it. He was a nice cop. He was a county cop. I live in a small town, so everybody, knows everybody. It wasn't hard for him to figure out the right phone number. He knew my dad. He just didn't know the number. My dad owned the local bar, so it wasn't hard to figure out. But, yeah, I used to be a little bit of a wild child. A whole lot of one. You were a rebel, Cece. Oh, my God. Yes, I know it's hard to believe, but I was. I'm still a little bit of a rebel, I don't take orders well. If you try to order me to do something, I will refuse to do it. I'll do the freaking opposite. And it's got me in trouble a lot. Oh, My son is the same way. I've noticed that. And he is so freaking stubborn. Vicky said, who would want to steal that guy? I know it. I know it. Freaking weirdo. So let's just chat about normal things right now. So Wednesday night, I'm going to try to do a channel member stream and do my shout outs and all that. I'll set it up and I'll share it in a community post for y'all. Also, I did get my diamond paintings in the mail yesterday. I was going to show y'all a picture. Hold on. Let me find a picture. I'll show you. I don't have them out, but I'll show you the package. If I can get on my phone here. The rooster is coming along. I love diamond painting. It's really one of the only things that I've ever found that clears my mind. My mind goes blank because I have like ADHD. I have manic depression where I have spouts of like anxiety and depression with mania, super hyper. And this really, really calms me down. Let me open this picture up and I'll show y'all. This came with 4. Yes, so I'm going to do Van Gogh's A Starry Night. And then it's got some other ones with it. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, ooh, I love that blue one with the flowers. Is that cherry blossoms? That's what it looks like to me. Okay, so right at the top right there, that's Van Gogh's A Starry Night. Then we got these pretty flowers. That would look good in my living room. Then we got this real pretty teal greenish color with the flowers. And then we have another painting. I think it's called Starry. That looks like a Van Gogh painting to me, but it looks like it matches to me. I'm not sure. But I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to get my rooster finished too. It's looking beautiful. We'll have to do a diamond painting stream. I'm no expert, but I'm going to tell you something. Starting off with this rooster one, I have really learned a lot. I really have. It's very, very relaxing. I have a print, A Starry Night, on my bedroom wall. Really, I love it. Vincent van Gogh was brilliant. You know, he painted The Starry Night. That was like his view from the asylum that he was in. So pretty. Love the top left and bottom right. I know it. I love like the bluish greenish one with the flowers. Those look like cherry blossoms to me. I love that. Oh, I saw like the coolest diamond painting ever. It's a Wizard of Oz one. My mother-in-law, she's like, when you get good at it, I want you to do it for me. But it's got them all on the yellow brick road, all the characters. Dorothy and her Lion and Scarecrow and Tin Man. It's so cute. Toto. They are all I thought they were all Van Goghs. I thought they were Sapphire. But I wasn't for sure. I didn't want to say that without knowing for sure, but I thought they were. I'm not familiar with a lot of his other work, but I was pretty sure that the other painting, Starry, is a Van Gogh. Shay, Starry Night's my favorite. Yeah, I've used Starry Night as a thumbnail before on my channel, I think. Yeah, I can't wait to do that. I'm going to get it out of the pack today and get the wrinkles out of it. I'm going to lay me a heavy book on it. I tried to get the wrinkles out of this rooster the best I could, but I'm going to do a better job at it with the Starry Night one, for sure. You would like it, Emil. Yes, you would like it. Let me get up here. I'm on my top chat. Let me get to my live chat. Like, I am not artistic. I'm not crafty, but I love to craft, right? And I would love to be able to paint and draw. I've tried. I'm just not good at it. So this diamond painting, I can do it. And I enjoy it because it's color coded. I mean, you know which beads go where. Like, you know, some of the orange beads will be like, just say, represent all the K's on the canvas. So you just do it like that. It's all color coded. I put all my beads in these little containers, and they have stickers on top. What's what? I really, really like it. Really, I'm addicted to it. I'm gonna have to get me an outside table so I can do it outside while my dogs are out. Oh, I have, Sunnyside. I have been watching all kinds of videos. Now, something I learned is the little diamonds are called, they call them drills. The round drills are more for beginners. The square drills are, for more advanced people. The square drills cover the complete canvas. With those little round drills, sometimes the entire, they're not, I don't know, it don't cover the entire canvas. That's what I learned. It's real relaxing. I'd love to have a diamond painting channel if I got good at it, but I just don't have time for it. I've got all these animals. I'm lucky to do my live stream in the morning. I about don't have time to do uploads anymore. I got 4 dogs, 2 of them sick, and chickens, and a goat, and a house to run, and a kid, and a hubby, everything. I need to get the look. Hey, Sunnyside, I saw on Amazon, if you get on Amazon and you look up containers for diamond painting drills, they sell some real cool ones. The ones I got came with the light board kit, and it's little containers that are connected. Each one has a different lid. They're divided up. It's so cool. And it came with the labels so you can organize. I like to do the square. Is the square ones harder to do? It seems like the square ones you would have to really, really make sure you're putting them on there. Exactly right. Which you need to do that with the round ones too. But I'm just saying, it's like they have to be more precise. It looks like to me. I found a diamond painting stream the other day where a lady was just sitting and diamond painting. It's real easy to figure out. I used to like to do latch hook. Have you ever done latch hook? Make those latch hook rugs. They're real easy to make. I can do that. Now, I can make paracord bracelets. I'm real good at making paracord bracelets. Yeah. Anyways, it's real relaxing. It's kind of like doing an adult coloring book. You know how it relaxes you? I actually enjoyed this a lot better than coloring, though, just personally. Next time I see a diamond painting thing on Amazon lighting deals, I'll grab it. Well, this one that I got, it came with all kinds of accessories. It came with the container to put all your beads in. Let me take a picture of this and I'll screenshot. I would turn on my camera, but I'm in my nightgown. Okay. I can just upload it to my Discord and I could show y'all what it came with. It came with a lot of stuff. It came with all kinds of different pens, a big old thing of that wax, glue. It came with different size trays. It came with a roller thing, like when you're done with your diamond painting, you roll it across your diamond painting, just to press in all the drills. Make sure that they are secure. Yeah, the light board, I recommend getting one of those if you're going to do diamond paintings because it helps you really be able to see. Okay. Now, let me screen share. I'll show y'all. It came with this. So I got all my beads organized. Got the numbers. I wish I'd done them in order, but I didn't. But next time I will. But I've got to order me some more containers. Amazon has like a big pack of these. It comes with the case and all the little containers inside. See? It's got with little lids. I think those light boards, like the one that I've got, that comes with like the big pack of all the accessories and stuff. I think they're probably about $30. I think it's nice. Oh, you don't know what latch hook is, Amelia? Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain this, but you take little pieces of yarn. You got this little tool, and you got a canvas that's cut out in little square holes, and you just take that yarn. It's color coded too. Whatever color is on the little square, you just take the yarn and you just tie it on there a certain way. And when you get done, it's like a latch hook rug. I'm going to have to show you. I can't explain it. Okay. Let me see. This one doesn't look color coded, but I can give you an idea what it looks like. Okay, so this is latch hook. You see like the little squares? Now the ones you get, you tie the yarn around there. It shows you how to do it. Okay, right here it's color coded. Okay, see how it's like got red around the squares? That means all those red pieces of yarn you would tie around those squares. And when you get done, you'll have a pattern. It's easy to do. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It's real simple. Okay, let me see if I can find like a kit to show you like a pattern. Oh, here's one. I may have to do a latch hook rug. I mean, I always enjoyed doing those, but I kind of like the diamond painting better. Okay, so like here, see, it makes out like a little rug. Uh-oh. See how it's tied on? It's cute. Walmart has latch hook kits, by the way. The other day when I was in Walmart, I asked them back in the craft section, I said, do you guys have any diamond painting kits or accessories? And they said that they used to have them, but they don't get them in anymore. Yeah, but I think Hobby Lobby sells the diamond painting kits. I still have my hook from high school. We did them in home economics. We had to make a dream catcher in home ec. We had to make a pillow. Of course, we had like a little kitchen we could cook in and all that. That's another mindless craft, my kind of craft. I'm not crafty at all. I know it. I'm not either. I'm not good at the paint by number crap either because I'm not good at staying in the lines and all that. But with this diamond painting, I can do it. And my diamond painting's looking good. I worked on it last night for an hour or so before I went to bed. I could sit there and do it all freaking night, but I can't. I've been trying not to do it during the day because when I start diamond painting, I'll be there a couple hours. And I try not to do it during the day because I need to spend time with my dogs and I got chores to do. Vicky, I used to have a couple hooks. Yeah, I made a latch hook rug. It was Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. I made one for my niece once. Also made a latch hook rug that had a big sunflower on it once. See ya, Amelia. Yeah, I got to get off here too. It's beautiful outside, so I'm going to go outside with my dogs. I'm going to get a little cleaning done while I'm home alone and just get some things done. I got to go over to the funny farm, check things out, see if they're keeping their chicken coop nice and clean. I cleaned it out top to bottom the other day. It looks nice inside. Anyways, thanks for chatting, guys. We'll try to have some more interesting topics tomorrow. I didn't really know what to talk about. Oh, and Friday night, Mike and I are going to be talking about all the suspects in the John Benet Ramsey case, like the Santa Claus guy, the John Mark Carr guy, a Gary Olivia guy. I think that's his name. That'll be Friday night around 8:30 p.m. Anyways, y'all have a great day. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for your support. Be safe, be kind, and peace. We got to talk about crafts more, guys. I love talking about crafts.